It had been almost 25 years since Joel had been to the village of Metipso in Kenya's Rift Valley province. 27 years ago in 1989, Joel was 17. The previous summer, he had a brief encounter with two young Kenyan runners at the World Junior Track and Field Championships in Sudbury. Those runners, Jonah and Matthew Breer, invited Joel to come and live and train with them in Kenya. Joel, who was an aspiring runner, decided to accept their offer. He left home, quit school, and got a job in a horse slaughterhouse in order to pay for the trip.
I think sort of at first thought it was not a joke, but it was sort of like a pipe dream. And so when he first said it, I don't think we got too excited, and then when he kept saying he was going to do it, then I think we became frightened and we told him he couldn't do it. And we thought that if we told him he couldn't do it, he would accept that. But he didn't. Then we panicked. You have to remember, when someone's 17, you have no control, all you have is influence. So then we decided, instead of trying to stop him from going, we would try and make sure that he did it in the safest way possible. To Disney World, we'd gone to Florida, to Disney World, to other places in Florida, but he had never even been on a bus by himself to go really any place. I don't think he'd ever ridden a bus in Owen Sound, let alone a bus from Owen Sound to Toronto. So he had never been any place on his own.
And in January 1989, Joel traveled on his own, first to Nairobi and then to the small Rift Valley village of Metipso. Joel lived and trained in Metipso for 6 months with some of the best runners in the world. The Breers treated him as if he were a member of their family, and 4 years after his first visit, Joel returned to the village to spend another 6 months, this time as an artist. Over the years, Joel, Sandra, and I, along with our friend Joe Lehman, have maintained contact with the Breers, Joel's Kenyan foster family. In fact, Joe and I visited the Breers twice, first in 1992 and again in 2000. And we have hosted several village and Breer family members on their way to or from university in the United States on track scholarships. This year, Javin turned 17, the same age Joel was when he first went to Metipso. Joel wanted to introduce him to the people who were so generous to him and who had become such an important part of his life. He also wanted to reconnect with his friends in Metipso and had hoped that Javin would begin to establish similar relationships. So, Joel began to plan for a return to Metipso, taking along both Javin and me. In an effort to give back to the village and the Breer family, Joel, Sandra, and I shipped 1,500 books, donated by schools from the Bruce Gray Catholic District School Board, and 150 pairs of used running shoes, donated through the Runner's Den of Owen Sound, to help start a library in the Metipso Elementary School and to support the local track club. addition to sending books to the school, Joel introduced the idea of working with teachers at the local elementary school to develop a mentorship program in learning about storytelling, journalism, and filmmaking. We shot a movie with the kids helping with the script, cinematography, and acting. That movie was a great way to connect with the kids and their parents.
Nice one, good.
It's a tree tomato?
Tree tomato. Well, this is a tree tomato. I thought this is one of those blood things.
It's blood.
Okay. The movie, shot with the help of the kids, was called A Day in the Life of Metipso. It was a big hit when shown at the school and at the village party celebrating the Richardson Berear reunion.
You wanted to fly to the moon from Africa?
Well, because the first time I came here, it was like when I get out in center, it was like I was from outer space. Nice. Okay, let's walk up there. Hey? Oh, it gets hot in there. Okay. And you'll run up again, buddy? Oh, yeah. Oh. Hi. Yes. So nice to see you. Oh, oh, look at the house is beautiful.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
The girls did it.
Oh, thank you.
Tea is the basic social drink in Metipso, and we renewed friendships over many cups, visiting from home to home.
So nice to see you. I saw Sammy yesterday. Yeah, good to see you. So nice. Look, I brought my father. You look very well.
Yeah.
Hey, you look the same as when I saw you last.
Last time, but I'm becoming old now.
Yeah, all of us. Hey. Oh, I would love to see it. Nice. Thank you. But good, I'm back.
Yes,
Hey,
you're
yeah.
back. Finally, we thank God.
That's right.
Some friendships, such as Joel's relationship with Javin Bartanga, who is Javin's namesake, had been particularly close, and they quickly renewed that bond.
So Javin, meet Javin.
Yes, it's good.
Yeah, man.
Good, it's nice.
Will you take us to your house?
Yeah, we are going.
Twende.
Well. Hi. Son Jonah's home in Metipso. That's the time we come closer, very close with Joel. And Joel knows me in and out, and then I come to realize Joel is a good friend, and he knows. I know him more and more, and we discover a lot of things with Joel. We stayed together, especially when Matthew and Jonah were not at home by that time when they go to school or when they go for races outside or in the camps, and we used to stay with Joel so closely. We make a lot of adventure in the forest.
Joel, sometimes with Javin and me tagging along, spent the early mornings walking and writing in the bush, enjoying the company of monkeys.
Here comes one, okay? Follow up. It's going to take almost the same route. Yep, the same route. Right? See that?
Mm-hmm. People were eager to welcome Javin. Initially somewhat shy in this foreign environment, Javin slowly developed his own friendships with some of the Berear teens, playing video games on his iPad and at the mini arcade in the nearby town, and also using the tractor to get water from the nearby river. Over the 2 weeks, he increasingly developed confidence, speaking to groups of students as well as the collected members of the village.
Oh, pretty good, man. What grade are you in?
I'm grade 11, which is Form 3.
As part of their welcome to Javin, the Berears had invited an elder from Siland to lead a ceremony inducting Javin into the Berear clan of the Kalenjin tribe. This involved a ritual sacrifice of a goat, and then a formal induction ritual, which included drinking the goat's blood.
Ay sige tanan kay korat to ko. Amun
Grata ni ko la cross. Oh, mati. Ahora rata ni bole.
rate musibi. Amin. Itu rindu jadi tahu lagi.
Sorry. Dan
That one. Now, Javan. Now you are ready
to be an elder.
Are you going to protect Maasai community? Yeah. This is now for leadership. Yeah. This is for guarding the community, guarding your children. So this one, and so we don't have the spear, but it's there somewhere. Okay. So whenever you're talking to people, a man should not swing his bare hands like this. A man, either with a room, because you are a man, you are taking people to a certain direction. Yeah. So these people. Otinye ngutik kityo.
Ikutunyi
kityo unono kityo ngo. Haya basi.
Lazima.
Ikutimbu. If you want to drink, it's up to you. If you want to live, it's up to you. One knee down, then one up.
Knee, yes. Like that.
Okay. That's okay. Now you come to.
Ini là cái này nhoang có. Cái lên lên này.
Nice. Okay.
Alex số 1 chứ.
Now,
Blessing.
Yes.
To your eyes. Yes. So we are going to give you the blessing. Engai.
Nai.
Njoo sotua.
Nai.
Njoo ngishu.
Nai.
Njoo sotua.
Nai.
Norobilo.
Nai.
Norobilo.
Nai.
to understand what we are saying. The blessings is about that now you are an elder. Now you take care of your children, take care of your animals, take care of your family, take care of the community. Now you are the leader of your age set. Anytime you lead your age set to the good things, in our community, bad things are never allowed. A warrior does good things, does what is good for the parents, what is good for the age set, what is good for everybody. We bless you, Japan. We want you to prosper in life. In Canada, you are a Maasai in Canada.
The induction ceremony was followed by a village party which celebrated the reunion of the Breer and the Richardson families.
Different? Like in what way?
It's nothing like Canada. It's very different. It was good. Like a solid 11 out of 10. The whole day is a highlight for me.
It was very, it was all better than I had hoped for. Yeah, Javin was a champ. All the people were so nice and just almost beyond words how good it was.